Hi, my YouTube family. Well, today we decided we're going to do some provisions with ackee and saltfish. We had a lot to eat in the last couple of days in terms of meat. It was Thanksgiving, and then we brought back a lot of meaty stuff. We've been eating that Saturday, all day yesterday. So today we're not going to do, today is Sunday, but we're going to do something a little bit light. It's not light, but it's not meaty. So what we're going to do, we're going to make some provisions with ackee and saltfish. And of course, it's the tin ackee. I don't mind the tin ackee, guys. My palate has become accustomed to it. Even when I go to Jamaica and I get the natural ackee, it has to be prepared a certain way for me to really enjoy it. But I still do enjoy the natural stuff, but I rather prepare it myself. Um, my palate has become accustomed to it. I enjoy it, and that's what I'll be making. Tin ackee. And over here, I've already have my codfish boiling. So, oh wow, look at that. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a lot of boiling going on here. Let me take you closer to my pot and see if you can see what's happening there. So that's my saltfish there, and that's what we're going to be doing. I kill saltfish. Okay, we're going to be making that with some sweet cassava, frozen one yuca. We have a piece of sweet, not sweet, but white yam. We're going to be making that with some pumpkin. So that's what we're going to do. I wish I had some sweet potato, but we're going to make do with what I have. Yes, I'm still wearing my nightgown. I'm a little bit cold. It's winter. I didn't do anything today. I was just lounging on the couch all day, and I got hungry. And now it's what, 2 o'clock, 2:18 to be specific. Um, my husband went back upstairs. Uh, I guess he decided he's just going to lounge as well. So I'll prepare this, and then when he gets up, we'll have he'll have something to eat. Okay, so let me get started. This is the first boil, so let me pour this water out in the sink and let it get some fresh one on it so it can boil again. Hoo-hoo. Just get some water and give this another boil. So while that is boiling again, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to clean the sink. I have some dishes here from breakfast. So this also doubles as a dish drainer. So let me just put away what's here for now. Teacups. Okay. Let me just. Yeah, so the dishwasher doubles as a dish drainer as well. I really don't run it all the time. I mostly wash the dishes because it's just two of us. It's just that if I'm home and I'm busy or I'm making something that makes a lot of dirty dishes, then I'll just add to it, and at the end of the day, just before bedtime, then I'll run it. But it's not that many things to wash. I just rinse them off and put it in there, let them drain, and that takes care of that. So before we get to cooking, of course, we got to make sure the sink is nice and empty, right? That's how we do it. That's how Mama taught us. You can't be in the kitchen cooking and there is dirty dishes in the sink. And the kitchen counter is dirty. It just doesn't work that way. You start with a clean sink and a clean counter, and you try your best to clean as you go. This way, when you finish, you don't have a lot of cleaning to do, you know? Okay, all done. Now we're ready to go, right? Now we're ready to go. Now, my yuca, my pot for the, oh, it's boiling. Ooh, let me start with my pumpkin. You know, so I have to take, okay, let me get the board. 2 pieces of pumpkin should be sufficient, but I like pumpkin, so I'm gonna do 3 pieces. I'll take the skin from his guys. He doesn't like the skin, but I like the skin. So I'll take the skin from his, but I'm not gonna take the peel from mine. So that's his. This will be mine. And for the yam, I won't do all of it. I'll just do a little piece of it. I think I have banana in the fridge, green banana. I'll do the green banana as well. 2 pieces is enough. It's not pretty, but it's okay. Because now New York comes up with a whole another set of organizing the garbage. You know, you have to recycle, and then you have to compost and regular garbage. So it's just, there's no mixing everything in the garbage. You have to do a lot of separation. So I tend to have these little baggies that when I'm cooking, I just keep one right on top of the countertop here while I'm cooking, because how many garbage bins I'm gonna have in my kitchen? I mean, I do have a garbage bin that's can accommodate the 3 different garbage separation. I had to get one, but it's too much work. Back and forth, back and forth. There it is. That I don't know if you can see it from here. Yeah, so it has 2 sections. When you open this is a, a composting that has to go to the outside. Then it has 2 sections in here, and then at the very bottom it has a section for the recycling. So later my husband will take all of this outside. See, recycling boxes, and it's cold, so you gotta organize yourself in a way that you don't have to be running to the outside. At the end of the day, you'll take everything out. So now I'm again rinsing my provisions. So my provisions. So here goes my pumpkin, yam, pumpkin, more pumpkin, and yam. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do so much starch already. I have 2 pieces of yam, so I'm not gonna do too much yuca. I'm just gonna do maybe 3 pieces, just in case one is not good. So I'll do 3 pieces, or in case me or my husband needs seconds, or just in case someone shows up. You know, you have to have that extra piece of thing in the pot in case somebody shows up just when you finish cooking. You know, you don't have to be all stingy. You could serve someone a plate. So we always do 1 dish extra. Okay, that's if you can, you know. Okay, so that's it. Now, I'm just wondering if I should really go starchy, starch and more starch. Because what is ackee and saltfish without bananas or dumplings, you know? For me at least. So I'm gonna see if I have any banana left, any green banana left in the fridge there. So let's see what we have in the fridge. If I have any green banana, I should have one or two pieces left. He cooked. Let's see if I find. I'm gonna need this, so let's take that out. And I'm gonna need garlic. We can take that out. I'm gonna need a pepper. Let's get that. All right. And while I'm here, what color pepper I have? Red. Let's take a piece of yellow one. And definitely we need a piece of scallion. Let's get scallion. Oh, why is the scallion not in the thing? I always put my scallion in a piece of paper towel for it to stay alive as long as it can. But I guess my husband used it and didn't put it back. Oh, I see the Ziploc on top of it. Oh, my saltfish is boiling over. I saw the Ziploc bag out here, so probably that's what he took it from. So I secure my scallion this way, guys, and it lasts for a very long time. Wash it, clean it, and put it in there. It was washed and clean, and it was like this. But he used it, and you know how it is. Sometimes we don't put things back the way we're supposed to. I have one cucumber left. Oh, see, green banana. I have 2-finger green banana left. I'm just gonna do one, guys, because I have a lot of other food. So I'll do one green banana, and I'll still leave one. We'll cook it in the week. And as for my onions, I keep them in a bag like this. At least the bag is breathable, and the onions can't shed, all that mess it sheds off, and it gonna gets messy in your fridge thingy. So I don't like to do that. I like to take them from that bag, strip it a little bit, and then put it in a bag like this. So I'll take an onion out and I'll wrap it up again. I have to buy onions. I have one onion left, and that takes care of that. So what I have the banana. This is this. Oh, and I need the green pepper. Of course, I need a piece of green pepper. And what else? And I need a tomato, so we'll do a tomato. And I think I have everything I need from the fridge. Okay, so all my supplies are out. Good, close. Now back to the table. Now let me peel this green banana here quickly and throw it in the pot, because those stuff that I have there, they don't take that long to cook. So yeah, don't ask me why I'm peeling the green banana this way, but I don't like doing it the way it's supposed to be done. I just peel it this way. It's either I do it this way or I do it in the skin. I sometimes do it the way, my parents did, whereas they peel it, they just use their hands and take the peel from the banana. They don't use a knife. But sometimes I do it that way, but if I have a guess, I do it that way, or I cook it separately in the skin and then take it from the skin. But I'm doing it this way. And I'll have a piece, my husband will have a piece, and that's it. It's enough. So everything is cooking there. And I'm tempted to make some dumplings. I'm getting hot. Let's see if I can reach the flour. Flour! He does not like cornmeal, but I like cornmeal. And we're having cornmeal in our dumpling today. Come on, come down, cornmeal. Cornmeal. My grandson drinks a lot of cornmeal porridge, so we have lots and lots of cornmeal, you know. So that takes care of that. I'm not tall enough to get into the top on the top shelf, so I use this my fork to pull the things to me from the top shelf. That's what I do. I put it back. I'm gonna rinse my bowl again. So there you go. So I will just mix my cornmeal and then put a little water in to start. I don't usually like to start with my hands at the very beginning. I sort of start with a spoon, and then, at a certain point, I'll tighten it up with my hands, But I tend to roll it around with the spoon to start. I'll finish up with my hands. So my hands are nice and clean and dumpling ready, right? They are dumpling ready. So I'll tighten up the flour just a little bit. Ah, this is too much flour. I'm gonna have too much dumpling, guys. I can't make them this thick. These should have gone into the pot earlier, so I have to press them out and make them thin because the other food in the pot cooks quickly, and I need this to be properly cooked, so I won't make them thick, I'll make them thin on the thinner side. And I'll have to watch my pumpkins and take those out probably before, because we don't want the pumpkins to boil in too much water, because then it's the consistency of the pumpkin will be soft and mushy, and we want the pumpkin to preserve whatever firmness or as we would say dryness it has. So there's 4 dumplings so far. This is 5 dumplings. This is a lot of dumplings. Now I'm gonna start cleaning the saltfish. Yay! And then should just put it in the sink. Get some cold water on it. So now it's time to get all the bones out. All the bones out, and all the stuff that needs to come out has to come out. So I try to clean as much of the bones and the skin away from the saltfish as I can, Parts that I don't really like, the skin part. Oh! Well tasted. Oh, this is the part that has to go. I have to find all the bones in the veins. In this little vein area, you have the bone. You have to feel your way out. So I feel it out with my hands, Take all these bones out, because you don't want too many of these bones in your ackee, So you want to feel it out, right? So it becomes nice and flaky. This is how my mom likes it. She doesn't like it when you break it up. She wants you to She taught us to flake it out, you know. Some of it, of course, you have to break it up, but if you can flake any part of it, then you flake it out, you know. Anyway, and then this part inside has to definitely go. This piece, you know. I don't know if you can see it, but this piece, the I call it the gut from the fish, it has to go. So now we're left with this clean, pretty fish. And take it from the bone. Make sure there's no more bones. And what are you guys cooking today? How do you make your ackee and saltfish? Do you like it to begin with? Where are you watching me from? Do you eat ackee where you are from? You know, ackee and saltfish is our Jamaica national dish. So yeah, that's a national dish in Jamaica. So, you know, most of us grew up eating this. Is it a fruit or is it a vegetable? You know, that's interesting. Is it a fruit? I have to go look up. Is ackee a fruit, guys, or is it a vegetable? It's probably a vegetable. I don't know what it is in that respect, if it's a fruit or it's a vegetable. I don't know. See all these bones here in the vein? You gotta pick all those bones out. All these bones here gotta come out, because then when you're eating your ackee and saltfish, you want to just be able to enjoy it without having to worry about these vein bones. So you use your fingers to feel through it to make sure you get as many as possible. I mean, of course, there's going to be one or two that's going to be behind, but you want to feel them out. Take your finger and just feel out the bones, you know, and then flake it out, you know, and flake it out like that. And that's it. And then this is the final piece. Final piece. I'm getting really hungry, guys. So by the time I finish cleaning the saltfish and, you know, combine everything together, my provisions should be fully cooked. So everything should come in at the same time because I'm hungry. I am hungry. Hungry. Are you hungry, guys? Today, where I am, it's Sunday. So, yeah, so this is all done. And then I'll add some water to my saltfish because I didn't taste it properly, so I don't know if it's the salt consistency. We don't want salt. So I'm going to taste a piece. Still a little too much salt for us. So I'll show you what I do if it still has too much salt for us. I'll put the whole thing in my strainer. And then I'm going to run water over it and squeeze it, you know, squeeze it in the strainer. And the reason I do that is because when I squeeze it, the saltfish could flake into really tiny pieces, and then it's going to be harder to, I don't want to lose any of the saltfish, in other words. So I tend to put it in here and flake it, you know, and squeeze it in the water to take out the salt. You know, wow, so good. Yeah, just right. Just a hint of salt because you're going to want to flavor your ackee with whatever flavoring you're using, and in case that flavoring may have any salty taste to it, you don't want your ackee to be too salty. Okay, so now my ackee is ready. I'm gonna prepare my other stuff that will go into my ackee, right? So back to my worthy board. Okay, good. I'm not going to use all this pepper. I don't want my ackee to be oversaturated with too much of this stuff. I think I'll only use one piece of the red pepper as well. And then I'm going to use a little bit more of this, the green ones, because I do like the green ones. He's such an easy guy when it comes to, you know, food and what he eats. He'll just find something to eat and make himself a happy camper. You know, that's how he is. So he's very good in that way. He's not the type of guy that, oh, I have to prepare something. Oh, what my husband is going to eat. Oh, no, I don't have that issue at all. I'm good in that way. He's good in that way. On the other hand, I always like to have something to eat. You know, if I'm home, I will cook something most of the time. But if he's home, he'll cook something almost always, every time. You know, so he's better than me in that sense. You know, he will almost always cook something that when I get home, I have something. And because he knows that I like to eat, and we're both becoming better at not wanting to eat out. You know, because if I'll call ahead and ask if something is prepared, and if nothing is prepared, I will pick up something. But, you know, we're becoming better at not wanting to eat out, because, you know, as we get older, our stomach cannot really digest the food on the street. You know, it's just very hard for us. Very hard for us to digest. You know, sometimes, guys, this mic, it goes dead, and then my video has no volume. So I have to check. It doesn't hold the charge long enough, you know? So, and the pepper. So now I have to put some pepper in, because I like pepper in not everything, but in most things. I like my pepper. Onions. I have to check my pumpkins soon, guys. I don't want my pumpkins to get too mushy. Yeah. Now for my scallions. What do you call this? Scallions, chives? What do you call it? Do you call it scallions? Or do you call it something else? Guys, you know, wherever you're watching me from, please take a moment to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend. Where do you find me? It's at Paulette Let's Talk TV. One word, no space. Paulette Let's Talk TV. And thank you again. I appreciate it. And I look forward to continuing providing this content to you. All right, so let's continue with our cooking. Now, what do I need? I need something else, but I got distracted. You guys just distracted me. Oh, my garlic. I cook everything with a little bit of garlic, guys. Everything has to have a little bit of garlic. There's the garlic crush. Okay, so let me get maybe a couple. Yeah, and don't say anything. It's a lot of garlic, but I love garlic. So I will now. I could always slice it, but I find it easier for me if I just crush my garlic, you know? I could always buy garlic paste at the store, but I prefer the fresh garlic. So I crush my garlic. It's easy. What I do, I buy the garlic already peeled, which is the hardest part. Most times I buy the already peeled garlic, so it's not as tedious to peel anything, you know? And then I just crush my garlic, and that takes care of that. And I have all my garlic, nice amount of crushed garlic. I don't throw anything out. I just clean everything out in here. Anything that's stuck in here. Then I'm gonna put everything. Everything goes back in the fridge garlic to make some salad for this week. I need a Ziploc bag to put those in. And that's good. And this one more time. And oh, my tomato. Guess what? I have to go back for the composting bag. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's that back and forth and back and forth. So I have to take this piece out. And sometimes take the little tip off. And I squeeze out the seeds. I don't cook with the seeds from the tomato. They say if you have like arthritis pain, I don't know if I have arthritis, but I have probably have a little arthritis. But the seeds in the tomato makes the pain in the knees worse, and I have knee pains for sure. So why add tomato seeds if I don't have to? This you don't have to cut it in any kind of pretty anything. You just need it for the dish. So once you cut it, you clean it and cut it, that's fine. Now I know for sure I'm done with this. This is done. Okay. And there you go. So here's what's going to go in my ackee and saltfish. I have my tomato. I have my sweet peppers, red ones, yellow ones, green ones. I have my crushed garlic. I have my scallions. I have my onions. And I have my hot pepper. All of this is just going to go into a little bit of oil, sauteed, and add my saltfish. And then I'll add my ackee, whatever spice I need, and I'm good. Now, let me check on my pumpkin. Yep, guys, my entire pot is ready, it seems. See, my pot is ready. So guess what I'll do? I'll just look for my pumpkins and I will put them on the top because they're the ones that went in and is at the bottom. So I'll go look for my pumpkins and take them out. Yeah. So I'll take my pumpkins out. Do I have a dish here? Take my pumpkins out so the rest of the stuff can have a little bit more cook time, you know, because I don't want, so they can drain, so the water can drain away from my pumpkin. We don't want pumpkin to be watery in the dish, you know. So that's it. That's it. My pumpkin is ready. So we'll give the rest of the stuff, especially the dumplings, a little bit more cook time. Like I said, by the time I'm finished with the ackee and saltfish, it should be ready. Some olive oil. I think my saltfish is drained enough. Ackee. So that's usually what I do. Let my ackee now drain, and then I'll get you preparing. Okay, this I could turn off my provision pot because everything is ready cooked. Not a lot of oil. If I need more, I'll add, but natural seasoning. And here I'm gonna add my saltfish. You know, I'll just put the saltfish in at this point. You know. I was saying that some people put their saltfish in at different intervals. Um, you can put your saltfish into the pan to fry a little bit at the beginning if you prefer it that way, or you can add your saltfish right after your scallions and your garlic before you put the sweet pepper and the tomato in. You know, you can put it in at that point. So whichever, you know, points along the way you want to add your saltfish, you can do that. But I like my saltfish in once all my natural seasons have, you know, combined together. So at this point, I'll put a little bit of my spices that I like on it, because I don't want to have to turn it around too much once I put the ackee there, because the ackee is something that's very soft. You can't put too much action onto the ackee. So I'm going to use a Maggi vegetable cube onto this, and a little bit of black pepper I'll add, you know, not too much. So I'll add some black pepper here at this point. I think I need a little bit more black pepper. Oh, that's dangerous. I'll add a little bit more of the black pepper because I like the flavor that the black pepper gives. And I will now just put a little bit of pressure on the cube. I try this every time with my hands and it never worked. But I just use the knife and press it into the counter, and it softens up that cube, and then I can sprinkle it out easily. So just a little bit of the magic cube I add at this point, you know. And if you can you see it from there, guys? Can you see what that looks like? Yeah. So let the heat gets really hot. Let everything combine, and you know, give this another stir. And guys, if you have someone in your home that does not eat or like ackee, you could remove, you know, their serving portion at this point. But my husband and I, we don't mind. You should put some some muscle into washing these boards because they have veins and we don't want bacteria or anything in these boards. So you gotta put a lot of soap and water and mussels and hot water, you know. So run the hot water over it if you have hot water. If it is that you don't have hot water, just make sure you wash it thoroughly with soap and rinse it, you know, give it a good scrub. So there you have it, guys. That's my plate. I have a little bit of everything. It's a big plate. I have pumpkins, a cassava, I have a small piece of banana here, I have a little dumpling there, and a little piece of yam. It's, yeah, I don't need words here. So let me try this now, right? I'm gonna try it with a piece of banana or a piece of the pumpkin. What should I try it with? Let me just try the pure ackee and saltfish. Look at this. Guys, this one is an eye close. So good. My pumpkin, just a little bit of my ackee. Wow. Take another bite for you, right? I'll take another one for you. Everything is so good. The banana is so tender. This is a third one for you guys. A third one, and then the rest is for me, okay? Guys, thank you for spending time with me. I truly appreciate it. Of course, it's Paulette Let's Talk TV, one word. It's where we do a little bit of everything, nothing specific. And you know, please like the channel, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, share it, and tell a friend. Thank you, and I hope you're enjoying your Sunday meal as well. All the best.